So in today's video, we got a great troubleshooting issue here in the mobile home. There is an underground meter socket outside, 100 amps, I believe. So you guys will see what we do and how we do it. If you have any questions, concerns, lovely person here. She bought the house for her kids. She lives right outside Chicago area. She's a suburbanite, and she wants to do well for her family. So sometimes we got to help them out, see what's going on. I give her a good discount because, you know, you got to help out people when you can. So hope you guys enjoy the video. So guys, first step that we're gonna do, I'm gonna check the meter socket here. So looking at a breaker panel here, we're gonna see what's going on. It looks detached. Ground system looks intact, a little corroded, but most of the time when there's a loss of power, the digital numbers, you wouldn't be able to see them, but it seems to be intact. Now we'll see the breaker, how it looks. So you guys can see here, we're gonna test the wires now. That way we get an idea what's going on. The most important thing is to just see that everything is intact. So you guys can see here, it's a 100 amp breaker. So we go phase to phase, phase to neutral. See that 116, 116, and 134. Interesting part, I don't see the neutral. I think it's coming from the back side of this metal piece. Let's go inside, see what we find. Now we'll go to the breaker panel. Okay everyone, so we found these Bryant breakers. They were in a trip position. There was an overload, but we will, every time there is a trip breaker, we do replace them just to ensure the integrity of the breaker. As the manufacturer states, if something trips, always replace it. But we also going to give the client a quote because, as you know, these are called tandem breakers, which many local inspectors do not like because you know, it's the integrity of the panel that they try to safeguard. So we're going to give her a quote to get all these corrected and just give them those single pole breakers. It may be an expensive fix. You may be anxious of getting an electrician, but when we troubleshoot, you will have a peace of mind. Always check our reviews. Make sure you get a certified electrician. Over 200 reviews, and you'll get the best from your services. This is Ed from Electric Workforce. We just finished this client. She's wonderful, good to deal with. So definitely fixed part of her issue. So she had some breakers tripped, so it happened progressively. But one of the initial problems she had was her living room and dining room did not work. Okay, so her kitchen worked, but it was her, I don't know what happened, but those breakers did trip. We did diagnose the problem, got that issue fixed. We put new breakers. Every time something trips, we just replace it. If there is a fault in the system, you know, things overheat, manufacturer recommendation is just to change because the characteristics of breakers do tend to change. So we did that. So the other issue is part of her living room hallway did not work because of a loose neutral. It does have Romex. So in order for us to find the problem, we can't put a fish tape and find where the other issue is. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna tap off an outlet that does carry a neutral. Now that's gonna be in an A phase, which this circuit that's not working is in a B phase. So once I troubleshooted and ensured that that problem issue would solve it. So I should have showed you guys. I'm gonna go from the outside, backstab one of those outlets, not literally, but behind that box, get the neutral with the circuit. I'm probably just might bring both to the other side and power up some stuff. Maybe one area, and then the other areas is going to share the neutral, so that way I could carry the the circuit over there. You don't want to just bring power just with one neutral, so you want to bring both, but just power up maybe a light and the rest will share the neutral. That way it will be on a network, so to speak. We'll put a double pole breaker and that'll solve the issue. So that's a immediate fix. It is a low income family and they just want something to work, so it will be done up to code and safely. All right, see you guys on the next one.